Welcome to WorldWire. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. Not long ago, Turkey made headlines by walking away from a massive Chinese rail deal, a move that surprised many observers and signaled a period of uncertainty in the country's relationship with Beijing. This decision was seen as a clear sign of caution toward China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, as Turkish leaders weighed the risks and rewards of deeper economic ties with the world's second-largest economy. But by late 2025, the conversation has shifted dramatically. After months of behind-the-scenes negotiations and changing global circumstances, Turkish and Chinese officials are once again sitting at the table, this time with renewed urgency and optimism. The deal is back on the agenda, now with a staggering $60 billion price tag, making it one of the largest infrastructure investments in Turkey's modern history and a centerpiece of the country's development plans. China's renewed offer isn't just about pouring money into new tracks and trains. It's a calculated strategic move to secure a vital Eurasian trade link, connecting Chinese manufacturers to European markets through Turkish territory. For Turkey, the scale of this investment is simply too big to ignore. It's prompting a major rethink of the country's economic and strategic priorities, as leaders debate how best to leverage this opportunity for long-term growth and influence. With global instability on the rise and shipping lanes frequently disrupted by conflict and supply chain shocks, secure overland corridors have become more valuable than ever for countries seeking reliable trade routes. Turkey's unique geographic position, straddling both Europe and Asia, puts it at the very heart of this new logistical landscape, offering unmatched potential as a bridge between continents. The $60 billion investment promises not only to modernize Turkey's aging railways, but also to cement its role as a regional logistics hub, attracting new business, jobs, and international attention. This isn't just a railway deal, it's a defining moment that could reshape Turkey's place in the world, opening new doors for trade, diplomacy, and regional leadership for decades to come. At the core of this renewed partnership is the Middle Corridor, a direct overland route from China to Europe, bypassing Russia. This ambitious project is more than just a line on a map. It's a symbol of shifting alliances and new opportunities in global trade. As the world faces increasing geopolitical tensions and supply chain disruptions, the Middle Corridor emerges as a vital alternative, offering countries along its path a chance to redefine their roles in international commerce. The route crosses Kazakhstan, the Caspian Sea, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and then Turkey, connecting to Europe's markets. Each country along the corridor plays a crucial role, providing not only physical infrastructure but also political cooperation and logistical expertise. The journey across the Caspian Sea, for example, requires seamless coordination between ports and railways, demonstrating the power of regional collaboration. Once considered merely a backup plan, the Middle Corridor is now a strategic necessity, offering stability amid global uncertainty. As traditional routes become less reliable, businesses and governments are turning to this corridor for its resilience and adaptability. The growing volume of goods moving along this path is a testament to its rising importance. It's faster and cheaper than the northern route, with transit times cut to 25-35 days and significant cost savings per container. This efficiency is attracting more shippers who are eager to avoid delays and reduce expenses. The corridor's streamlined customs procedures and modernized infrastructure further enhance its appeal, making it a preferred choice for time-sensitive cargo. A landmark 2025 deal between Turkish and Chinese rail companies launched regular cargo services, aiming for 1,000 trains annually. This agreement marks a turning point, signaling long-term commitment and trust between the two nations. It also sets the stage for deeper economic integration and shared prosperity. This operational leap cements the corridor's viability for large-scale trade. With increased capacity and reliability, the Middle Corridor is poised to handle the growing demands of global commerce, ensuring that goods can move swiftly and securely across continents. For Turkey, being the Western anchor means more than transit fees. It's about becoming a manufacturing and logistics powerhouse. Turkish industries now have direct access to Asian markets, while European companies can tap into Turkey's skilled workforce and strategic location. This transformation is reshaping the country's economic landscape. The corridor will drive investment in Turkish infrastructure, create jobs, and boost economic growth. New rail lines, Upgraded ports and modern logistics centers are springing up, laying the foundation for long-term prosperity and regional development. It also enhances Turkey's geopolitical leverage as a key partner for both China and Europe. By bridging East and West, Turkey is positioning itself at the heart of a new era in global trade, shaping the future of connectivity and cooperation across continents. Turkey's shift from initially rejecting to now actively embracing Chinese investment is a striking example of how nations must adapt to survive and thrive in a rapidly changing world. This transformation is nothing short of a masterclass in geopolitical adaptation, where flexibility and foresight become essential tools for national strategy. At first, Turkish leaders were wary, concerned about the risks of debt dependency and the potential erosion of sovereignty, but as global realities shifted, so too did Turkey's calculations. Instability in the Red Sea disrupted traditional shipping lanes, while new rail links across Central Asia threatened to bypass Turkey altogether, forcing a strategic rethink in Ankara. Suddenly, the need for a stable, high-capacity land route connecting Asia to Europe became not just important, but absolutely urgent for Turkey's economic future. China's ambitious proposal to modernize Turkish railways now fits seamlessly with Ankara's own development goals, offering a timely solution to pressing logistical challenges. What was once seen as a risky partnership is now viewed as a pragmatic and necessary tool for ensuring Turkey's economic security and long-term growth. Turkey is no longer content to be a passive player. It is now actively engaging in multilateral forums, working alongside regional partners to shape the future of Eurasian logistics and trade. In May 2025, Turkish officials joined their regional counterparts at a landmark summit, collaborating to design a cohesive transcontinental rail network that promises to transform the movement of goods across continents. This new spirit of cooperation marks a decisive shift from isolation to active collaboration, signaling Turkey's intent to be at the heart of regional connectivity. By re-engaging with China and embracing a broader vision, Turkey not only secures vital funding, but also positions itself as a central player in the future of global trade, ready to shape the next chapter of Eurasian commerce. The rail deal is just the tip of a much deeper economic relationship between China and Turkey. By mid-2024, Chinese investment in Turkey had reached $6 billion, spanning energy, finance, manufacturing, and telecoms. Chinese firms like CRRC Zhuzhou already operate factories in Turkey, exporting regionally and bidding for major contracts. This integration combines Chinese technology with Turkish labor, deepening economic interdependence. Tourism is also booming, with Chinese visitors reaching 300,000 in 2024 and expected to grow. These ties build goodwill and strengthen China's soft power in Turkey. The $60 billion rail investment is the capstone of a decade-long partnership, anchoring Turkey in China's Eurasian vision. New high-capacity rail networks are fundamentally reshaping global trade, rivaling the impact of container shipping. Overland iron silk roads like the Middle Corridor offer speed, reliability, and economic development far from traditional ports. These routes reduce dependence on vulnerable maritime choke points and diversify global supply chains. For China, they provide redundancy. For Europe, more secure and predictable access to Asian markets. Rail corridors spark growth along their paths, turning landlocked regions into vital transit hubs. Turkey stands to become a center for value-added trade, not just a transit point. This shift empowers continental nations and fosters greater Eurasian integration. Turkey's commitment places it at the forefront of this logistical transformation. Turkey's Middle Corridor push is a calculated move in a crowded field of rival trade routes. The Northern Corridor through Russia has lost appeal due to geopolitical risks, while the North-South Corridor via Iran and the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, IMEC, add competition. IMEC, backed by the West, bypasses Turkey entirely, giving Ankara more reason to double down on its China partnership. Turkey markets the Middle Corridor as the safest, most efficient land bridge between East and West. Success depends on not just infrastructure, but also diplomatic skill, streamlining borders and harmonizing logistics with Central Asian partners. In this great game of corridors, Turkey aims to be the indispensable link. By embracing Chinese investment, Turkey is making a bold strategic bet on its future. The $60 billion rail deal promises to modernize infrastructure, drive growth, and create jobs. As the western terminus of the Middle Corridor, Turkey gains leverage with both China and Europe. This new bridge status boosts Turkey's influence, allowing it to mediate between East and West. but deeper ties with China could strain relations with Western allies, requiring careful diplomatic balancing. Managing the terms of Chinese investment will be crucial to avoid debt pitfalls and protect national interests. Turkey's pivot signals a move toward a more independent, interest-driven foreign policy. If successful, the Iron Silk Roads will carry Turkey into a new era of strategic prominence.